So let us not be so much, concerned about making money. We don't even know what happens to our children, to our words.
When we don't have purpose, when we don't know exactly what we are made to do, we'll be running another person's race. So a lot of youth, to them, freedom is just pleasure. They don't know that freedom is responsibility. So education should help us to be able to have value and virtues that can push us, that can make us to fulfill our purpose in a higher dimension. We have people who are educated and they are still stealing government money. So those who are really stealing, those who are causing problems, it's not as if they are not educated. They are educated.
You cannot be smoking cigarette and tell your children it's wrong.
If you are in a company, for instance, you are working in an organization, it's not just being loud, it's not just being seen. Okay, if you leave that place, will they miss you?
Welcome back. We're still discussing redefining purpose and values for positive impacts. And I said, oh my God, because we already said so much to our youths how important value is. How do we now redefine our value system and impact the world?
That is very easy, especially if we have made up our mind to really do what is right.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we are engaged in so many things, and what we do, you can be doing so many things and you are not doing the right thing. So we need to understand, we need to really decide.
Can you give us an example? You say you can do so many things, yet you're not doing the right thing.
Doing the right
Can
thing.
you give us an example?
For instance, someone
because that statement is tough, isn't it?
Yes.
For instance, someone that is always interested in running around, just to impress people and all that, you might just discover that you are just, at the end of the day, you are just on one spot, because it's not running around people or, doing things. It's about the impact you make in the life of people, the footprints you leave behind. If you are in a company, for instance, you are working in an organization, it's not just being loud, it's not just being seen. Okay, if you leave that place, will they miss you? If you leave that place, or would they be celebrating?
Will absence be felt?
Yes. Would they be celebrating that? Oh, thank God.
You don't come out.
You don't come out. She has left. All right. If your absence is felt, it shows that you had a very strong value. You left something behind. Okay. So we must understand that. And then when we understand that, it helps us to want to live for a particular purpose. Because when I'm working in a company, I want to see what can I do differently. I want to see in what way can I add value. Let me give you an instance. There was a young man some years ago. My wife invited to come and help us repair a generator at home. And he came home. And when he came home, of course, repairing generator, that was the first time, we are bringing him in. All the place was dirty. The generator, he couldn't clean. Everywhere was terrible. Even the wall, he was using his hand, to rub on the walls. So when I came back and I asked, how is the generator? He said, it's okay. I said, wow. Can I say they did a good work? Say yes. I got there and I was angry. My wife said, wait, this young man just came and dirtied this place. When I saw the wall, I said, was it the one that he said yes? This one. Please don't bring this man here again to come and work. Because rather than adding value, it created more problem for us.
You get that?
So we must understand that line. And whereas there was a young man that used to repair a generator before he traveled abroad. If this young man is coming to repair a generator, he wears suits. He looks so decent. You won't even believe he's just a generator repairer. He dresses well. And when he comes to repair your generator, he cleans the place, he cleans your generator. By the time he finishes, you are the one that will be saying, please, I want you to come again. So, what impact have you left behind? Are you just working in that organization because I'm just earning salary? I must collect my salary, I don't care. When they ask you to do something, can you go beyond what they ask you to do? Can you do more? Can you add value? So, when we do all of these things, then we can say, truly, we are making impact in the organization or in the nation. We have a lot of people in our country, pastors, citizens, everybody, politicians, everybody just trying to, see what they can do, how to outdo somebody, how to, take advantage of someone. And we are not really interested in building a nation together. So until we get to that level, if rain falls now and you are going home and you are not in your car, those who are just maybe in the night trying to go after close of work, if rain falls now, usually a place that you take for maybe 200 naira, 300 naira, you just discover that
times two
or times three, just because rain falls. All right. So you can see how values have been polluted. Because what we call corruption is not just somebody stealing government money.
Yes,
our own idea of corruption is hey, they are stealing government money. No.
It's an opportunity for them to
yes,
make
corruption
money.
happens every day from individual. Corruption is pollution of value.
Yes.
In what way have you polluted your own value? Do you even have value? And if you don't, you can start building it. By this platform now, Vivid View, what you are learning, what you are catching, what you are hearing, you can start improving. You probably did not know what you were doing was wrong before. You can now begin to do it. Yes. You can now begin to correct it and live well. And by doing well, by living well, you lose nothing. You lose nothing.
He said again, another catching thing, that by doing well, you lose nothing.
That's the truth.
People think that if they do well, now I'm losing. Even if at that moment, and that's also what has to do with integrity. Integrity is keeping your gratification forward, putting it forward, delaying it. Because something you say, no, I'm not everybody is doing it, no, but I know this is wrong. For the fact that everybody is doing it does not make it right, I won't be a part of it. Obviously, that moment, you may not gain from it. For instance, in an office, the way some people will just work and some 100,000 will just come out without the consent of the owners of the business, and tell them, say, let us share it before. This thing they are doing is wrong.
It's wrong.
I won't be a part of it. They said, now you sabi now, you go hunger, go kill your family. And you remove your face, they actually share that money. To them, they will smile, but you maintain your integrity. I'm not going to show to be a part of it. In future, even when they have opportunity to ask questions to those two, they will refer to you. If you anybody that want to work properly, go and call that man.
Call this person.
You see that the gratification you will have enjoyed now that was delayed has even
brought more
to you
benefits.
So that's how it is. So as youths, because this platform is majorly for youth, learn what we're telling you here and put it into use. Integrity matters. Having a good positive value matters, so that you can part your world positively. We'll take a break now, then it'll be time for question and answer. Vivid View.
See and do it.
My name is Oyingi. My question is, how can we align our goals to our purpose as youths?
Mr. Champion, how can we discover our talents, develop them in pursuit of purpose? And the other question is this: how can we redefine societal concepts as regards our value system? Thank you.
My name is Grace. You made a statement that says, by doing well, we lose nothing. And I have heard of this saying that when you don't train a child well, you end up repaying an adult. So my question is, how do we as parents, as guardians, as society at large, how do we impact our children on values to have a positive value as human beings in future?
Welcome back. A lot of questions from the audience. Please provide the answers. Thank you.
Thank you so much. To start with, the question I have here is, how do you align your goals, to purpose? One of the things you must understand is that sometimes everything looks necessary, but not everything are needed. So you must understand exactly what is your purpose before you can now align your goals. You might have goals. I have goals to marry. I have goals to go to school. It's a goal. I have goals to get a good job. I want to work in Lekki. Those are goals. Now, but once you understand your purpose, with all these goals, be able to fuse into my purpose. The fact that I live in Ikeja does not mean I can't fulfill my purpose here. So if going to Lekki is going to be more expensive for me, and it will cause me to struggle, break rules, just to cut corners so that I can have more money and live in Lekki by all means, then I will not be able to achieve my purpose. All right? So we must understand that between your goals and your purpose, which is higher, your purpose is higher. Purpose in life is always higher. So you must define, you must understand your purpose. Once you identify and understand your purpose, then it will not be so difficult to know exactly how to, align your goals with them. And then the issue of discovering talent. Of course, everybody has talent. The youth have talent. It's a seed that God has planted in every youth. You have something. There is nobody that is born without something. There is nobody. So there's no non-entity, no useless person. It's just that you need to discover your talent as a youth. And how do you discover your talent? What are the things that give you joy? What are the things that excite you the most? What are the things that becomes a passion for you? If you don't do it, you are restless. Those things, positive things, not negative things.
Things you have interest in.
You something that you have interest in. I have interest in reading. I have interest in writing. I have interest in talking, because talking too can be your talent. So you must understand those things that excite me, those things that makes me happy, that I do. Some people are working in offices and they are not happy. They are just working because this is the certificate I have to be here, and they are not fulfilled. So once you are not fulfilled, you are not satisfied, it will be difficult for you to say you have discovered your talent. So if you are in something and you discover that, look, I can do well by singing, I can do well by assisting somebody, because when you are behind the camera and you are assisting and you are fulfilled, your face is not seen, but you are satisfied. Yeah. Every day you wake up, you have energy to go there. You are just looking forward to it. You are excited. That is your talent. And once you discover it, just stay close to it. And if you stay close to it, with that thing alone, it can take you places. It can take you anywhere in the world. And then we have I think the issue of religious leader. Unfortunately, so many pastors, I'm a pastor, so many pastors have violated the rules of Christianity. They have violated the rules of Christ. We preach a lot of things, and most of those things that we preach are not necessarily in tandem with what Christ represented or stand for. So the message of Christ is what religious leaders should preach, not their own messages, not the message of denomination, not the messages that satisfy them and help them build fences around themselves. Let's preach Christ. The gospel is Christ. The gospel is about Christ. Any other message that is different from the gospel is anti-gospel. So we must preach what is right. Righteousness, integrity, we must preach holiness, transparency. Those are the things that Jesus stands for. Love, not hatred. So many pulpits have become an avenue for hatred. Whether you like the person or not, it shouldn't be. Let's preach love. Let's preach, Jesus. Let's demonstrate righteousness and holiness. Those are the things Jesus stood for. So that is what religious leaders should be preaching. And then how can we redefine societal value systems and all that? Yes, we agree that value systems have been broken. A lot of things have been destroyed. But where to start is from us now. Mistakes have been made. You probably will not be able to correct the mistakes that have been made. But here you, that is the youth, you are here now. You are watching us. You are hearing this. You can start it. Restart it. You don't have to do it the way they did it. You can restart it with your own. If you restart it with your own, the offspring that will be coming out of you later, you will now shame them. And let me say this briefly. A lot of people don't understand parenting. Parenting is not when your child is looking for biscuits, you give them. When your child is looking for toy, you give them. That's not parenting. Parenting is living the life that you want that child to live. Exactly. So if you as a mother, you are not living the life you want your child to live, you are a bad parent. You are not parenting. And the seed you are sowing now, it will bring negative result later. So live the life you want to live now. The party you should not attend, you know that if I go to this party, it will diminish my child. Then don't go there. Everything in life is not by force, it's by choice. So you decide what you want to do. Let your child see you. Let your child watch you. Let your child see you. Stand by integrity. Let your child see you. It's not just keeping daddy's money. Let your child also know, looks, this is what I'm doing. Everything, parenting, we must live open. It means to be transparent. Be transparent to your child. Let your child know that you have nothing to hide. There's nothing. So that is one of the ways we can redefine the society, the value that have been lost in society. As for our government and politicians, it's unfortunately, they are in the majority now. It seems they have taken over everywhere. But we can start living the way we want. You can decide, this is how I want it. This is what we want. When they ask you to compromise, please don't. Stand your ground. Let Nigeria breed a new set of people without greed. There's so much greed in our society. So much greed that have been pushed down there. And a lot of politicians, for the wrong they are doing, the youth have no credible examples. They look at these people and they feel, oh, these are the people we should follow. So those who are really working genuinely, those who have aspiration, genuine aspiration, they are not being rewarded. Those who are doing wrong are the ones being rewarded. Unfortunately, the society is rewarding those people. But let's stand out. Let's stand apart. Let's be the leader that we are called to be. You don't have to compromise. You don't have to bend because others are bending. You can stand on your own. And how do we impart positive value in our children? Like I said earlier, you just start living the life. You see, children, they are very good at mimicking people.
Oh, what I said
they
earlier.
are very good at mimicking. They mimic their father, there's nothing a child does when he grows up that he has not seen his mother or father, do. Yes. There's nothing. Because the first picture the child has is the mother or the father. The first environment a child has is the environment where he is. So, in parenting, we make one mistake. We assume that, oh, these children, they are still small. They can't understand anything. They don't see anything. For every memory that a child sees is registered.
Remain there.
They remain there.
Indelibly.
So as they are growing, the thing is there. For every word they heard. If you are the type, you are always speaking to your wife, you are abusing your wife. Of course, the child will be looking at you. When the child starts talking, those things are already there. The child will recall the memory. I remember I was watching the TV, I think it was one of these TV stations some years back, Children Carnival, and they gave the child microphone, who do you want to send shout out to? He said this, okay, what's the name of your mother? And the child said, Olori Buruku, and the host said, no, I mean the name of your mother. And the child repeated it 3 times. Because that's what the child has been hearing the father call the mother. It's unfortunate.
He thought that was the mother's name.
They told us, so he grew up with that. So it's unfortunate. So when we talk about parenting, it's living the life, being the example that you want to be, being the change that you want the society to represent. So that as this child is growing up, you also have in mind, I'm not living for myself anymore. I have a responsibility to raise a child. I have a responsibility to raise another person, somebody that can stand in the society, somebody that can represent me well, today, tomorrow, and the future.
Thank you so much. So that's the end of the question.
Yes, that's the end of the questions.
All right. Thank you so much. It's a very sweet one. Parents, learn to influence your children positively. Everything is in our hands as parents. It is in our hands as parents. I repeat, learn to influence your children positively. All they learn from you is already registered in their brain. No matter how they go out with their friends, they will not. You see some children who are growing, my mommy said this, so my father said this. Because he was taught. No, I'm not going to do this. So my mommy said I should not. But when you didn't teach your child, you're busy pursuing money, wake up in the morning, and you leave your children in the hands of your nanny, in the hands of your brother and your sister, the hands of even Getiman self. What do you think is going to become of that child when he grows up? We still have a lot to do. Yes, you must provide for your children. It is your responsibility. But plan your work and work your plan. When you do that, you find that you will redefine the purpose and values of ourselves and also to make greater impact in the life of our children and in the society at large. For a good child means a good society. The same goes to the world at large.
My parting word is to all the youth, please stand out and be the leader that you are called to be. The way you are now doesn't matter. What matters is tomorrow. Everybody might be compromising. Build a value for yourself. Stand by the purpose God created you. Make a decision that I want to touch my society, my environment, and my nation. Where I'm working, I want to stand out. I want to be the leader. And I know you are the leader, the next leader that we have never seen. You are coming. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, our guests, for your presence with us. To the production crew, thank you for a job well done. Audience here, and also the viewers there. Thank you for joining this program. We say a lot of thanks and appreciate our sponsors and executive producer. We thank all of you for keeping this program on air. Invite artist Black Prime to sign on this program. Be my guest next week, same time. I am a Hillis, the praying mother of the nation. Goodbye. Vivid View.
Say it and do it.
Vivid view with heavy lists. Whatever I think, I could do it. Whatever I say, I could do it.
Me the guy it's all I only go. Nothing with me I never see since I left comfort zone. Now I'm far from home, I'm allowed to owe. Till I make my own, I ain't call me no. We just wanna fly all over the globe. See my guys pull up on the brightest zone. Make me sweet my soul, let me win oh. Tamo lesson on me my just no oh now. Kini ma ṣe gan nígbà tí mi ò bọ́ lálé oh. Mama mi wà nílé, ó dúró ó ní ọmọ mi jọ wá lé gan. Fly faster kudo till I find my way home. I do hear one broken inside when the message is so far and wide from the start. So yeah, but I'm just one day alright. Sticking for the win, what's the plan? Oh yeah, I feel blessed too, even when I don't see the sign. But I'm just one day alright. Sticking for the win, what's the plan? Oh yeah, I feel blessed too, even when I don't see the sign. Fight your greatness, people. Believe in yourself. You're gonna be celebrated. Don't stop. Here we go. Fly, yeah. Fly to the moon. Yeah, to the moon. Here we go. Say. This life is too heavy for Manchester Auto. I go need no feet to give me rest to. Try to cut me fast, see they breathe. Crying more rivers, they don't notice. I shall mind that this is when I'm dying, running up. But grown them since my genesis. So how many nights we go cry alone, suffocating in the silence, but we no go show how many. Prayer we go say in vain, oh. How many niggas that don't put to waste, oh. It's so shit to the boss my brain, oh. Look all around, so many heart they bleed, oh. Yeah, Lọ́jọ́ kúnlé mókè, oh. Nobody dey there, we go feel my pain, oh. Ojú ló dé, nobody go dey, oh. Ìwọ nìkan ni mo gbẹ́kẹ̀lé, oh yeah. Nígbà wo ni màá gbéra? When the son of man gonna fly, yeah. Oh, all night long, yeah, I be throwing more questions to my head. Let the spirit of love give me high. Feel me, so let me touch the sky, yeah. So many problems shared, oh, they want to feed your joy. Fight your greatness, people. Fly. Say to the moon, now I fly, yeah. Fly to the moon. When I say fly to the moon, I say fly to your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself.